coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts. Hey man, shout out everybody out there on Team Banky Pound, man. I appreciate the love. Bam, 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 boom, boom. Hey, I appreciate the support. 33, man. 33 years of prison stories, man. We out here, we rolling, we pushing P, pushing positive energy all the way down the line. Can't stop, won't stop. Big love to everybody out there on TBP Nation. Make sure y'all go follow me, go get with me, go check with me on Boxing Talk with Banky and Jay podcast. We doing some great interviews over there, man. We interviewing legendary boxing coaches and legendary boxers and top notch names over there, man. So y'all go check it out. I appreciate you, big love. Everybody who support the movement, everybody who support what we doing over here, everybody who tap in, lock in, and see me every day at 6 or in the morning mud or in the late night chat. Big love to each and every one of y'all. And y'all make sure y'all go follow me on Facebook, man. Banky Pound for Pound. F-O-R. Banky F-O-R. Pound for Pound. Go follow me. We getting ready to post some videos over there. We getting ready to post some whole lot of content over there to try to get that thing pumped up over there. We need 10,000 subscribers. 10,000 to get monetized. We got 100,000 over here. That's like what, 10%, 1%, whatever it is. Let's get it. Let's go. TBP Nation, stand up, man. Big love. Man, today I thought about this. I don't know why I thought about this. I think I seen something with the name that made me remember this. That brought this up in my mind. But karma, man. Karma is real. Karma is so real, man, that it can't be avoided. It can't be ducked. It can't be, eliminated. Karma is real. And I can remember being on this institution, man, where it was this captain, man. And he was a dirty dude, man. And you get a lot of them in there like that. They stay dirty, you know what I'm saying? When I say dirty, I mean like their attitude towards dude locked up is just so foul, as if that person that's locked up did something personal to them. When you ain't did nothing to them, you don't know them from Adam. You just locked up for whatever crime it is that you committed. It has absolutely nothing to do with them. But you get a lot of COs when they in the position that they in, they feel like they could just vantage take you. They could do whatever they want to you, say whatever they want to you, lie on you, give you charges, or harass you, or belittle you, or treat you like you less than human, just because of the position that they in. Now at the stage of life that I'm at now, and the knowledge that I have now, I realize some of them people do that because their life in real life is messed up. Their life in real life was bullied. Their life in real life, they was, overlooked and overshadowed. So now they get to take all of their frustration and heap it upon you just because they're above you. For status wise, you locked up, they work for the system. So a lot of them do that, man. And you run into a lot of them type of COs, man. And I'm going to tell you right now, without biting my tongue, they're my worst kind. I dislike them. I dislike them with a passion. And I met a lot of them over the years. So this captain in particular, he was like that. He was just always mean. He always gonna side with the officer. He always coming at you sideways. He always looking for you to say something smart so he can lock you up, so he can put you in cell, so he can drag you and talk trash because he got that type of power. So I can remember, man, in the whole compound basically echoed my sentiments about him. That's how they felt about him. So I can remember, man, when a dude came up to me in the block and was showing me a news article. And the news article was about a dude that was drunk driving and he hit somebody and he killed them. But the thing about the news article was it was the captain's son who did that. The plot thickens. So it was his son. And everybody was like, oh man, this captain such and son, this captain such and son. So it just started spreading like wildfire. And then dudes, when he was going at dudes started pumping that. You need to worry about your son. Your son get ready to get locked up. Yeah, I'm gonna do this to your son when he get locked up. Keep carrying me. Woo, woo, woo. And the whole time they saying that, he on the defensive, like, y'all don't know, y'all know, I don't know that, but it was definitely his son. They actually had it in the paper that his father is a, you know what I'm saying, work for the deal, work for the DOC. He's a captain, you know what I'm saying? So it was crazy. So he had so much pressure on him, and then I guess he trying to look out for his son, whatever the case may be. The next thing you know, they all say he retired, right? He left the system, and he was gone. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if it was the harassment, this, that, or the third, but we later, me personally, I felt like I deciphered why he did leave. But at the time, it just looked like he retired. His time was up. He had been in the system for a long time, messed over many, many lives, crossed to many, many people because he was foul. Now your son is in the same position of the people that you look down on, the people that you carried, the people that you took advantage of. Now your son getting ready to be in that position because he's not getting out of this. I don't care how much money you got. You know what I'm saying? They said he was intoxicated. They said a whole lot of stuff where it didn't look like he can get out of. So eventually his son goes to court. Dudes in there, like I told you, they keep up with the paper all the time. They read the paper, they watch the news. You got a lot of dudes in prison. That's what they do every day. That's what they do. Just like you get up and gamble every day, you get up and work out every day, you get up and do. Them dudes get up and check the news every day. They read the newspaper every day. You got dudes like that in prison. So they keeping up with the case, and eventually the dude get found guilty, and he gets sentenced to some time. I mean, like some real time, double-digit numbers, right? So lo and behold, they sent him on the same compound. He come there, you know, and when he come there, it's like he trying to be incognito and people don't know. But then, like I say, you got the dudes that watch the news all the time. They know who he is. They seeing his picture on the news. They seeing his picture in the newspaper. They know who he is, right? So when he come on the compound, and once somebody peep him and realize who he is, then the word get out. And once the word get out, man, they was down on him, man. They on his top. Not for nothing he did. And I know whether it may be right or wrong, but not for nothing he did, because don't nobody know him. You know what I'm saying? And what you did on the street to get you in there, everybody in there did something on the street to get them in there. So it ain't about that. It's about the way his father used to treat people in this system that they are part of. Ain't nobody like him. Ain't nobody like him. Automatically, the extortion game is in full effect. Then you got the freak Bammers that's trying to do something freaky to him. Then you got dudes that just want to beat him up. Then you got dudes that just want to hurt him just because of how his father was while he was in the system, right? Now, if you're going from my mind's eye, I think his father retired, pulled some strings to get him on that compound. Because out of all the prisons in Virginia, why would he come there? At the same place that your father been at for years and decades. I think his father retired, pulled some strings just to get him there, just because he know everybody in the administration, and he felt like his son would be protected by them. Why? Because those his co-workers. And that's what I think he thought. But at the same time, you got to worry about the population that you abused, the population that you disrespected, the population that you carried. They don't care nothing about that. Once the word was out that was your son, your people's, man, it was on his top, man. I can remember he was in a block or something, and man, dudes found out who he was, and dudes was trying to extort him, and he trying to act tough, and he wasn't built like that at all. Nor was his father, for that matter. So dudes try to extort him and all. He's trying to act tough, and off the rip, a joker beat him, crushed him. I mean, beat him, savaged him in the block. Bust his mouth open, bust his eye open, stomped him, kicked him, and everything. So when the police come in and they acknowledge who he is, then they do almost as much damage to him as he did to old boy. drag them on out there, both of them out there, both of them over in medical and everything. But the only difference is, dude that beat him up getting the case and all this, and he get beat up for doing it. They doing extra because they know old boy daddy. You know what I'm saying? So they doing extra. I guess they trying to impress him. You know what I'm saying? But it still ain't take them blows and lick up off his son. You know, and normally when something like that happen, like I've told y'all in many stories before, then they gonna ship people. They ship old boy and put the son right back on the yard when he healed up and come out or say or whatever. They put him right back on the yard. You know, because he's there for protection. You know what I'm saying? It's no doubt in my mind looking back on it right now that that's the only reason he was on that compound, because his daddy ran the compound. The captain gonna run the compound most of the time. You got the major, you got the system warden, and you got the warden, but they barely there. The captain is gonna be, it's gonna be a captain on shift every shift. The morning shift, the evening shift, the night shift. So when you got a captain, he the watch commander, he called all the shots. He the biggest dog on the compound. So his daddy was like the head captain. So he like the biggest captain on the compound. He got the most seniority. So he called all the shots. You know what I'm saying? So all these people used to work for his father. So now he own the compound. They gonna get at you if you messing with him. So then he looked at it as being hot. Oh yeah, everybody know who your daddy was. Your daddy ain't on here no more. Your daddy can't help you. So he really had it hard. And this is all inherited from his dad. You know, he might have made a mistake in whatever, drunk driving or whatever, to kill some people, whatever. But the hate in the attitude towards him is coming from what your father did. You know what I'm saying? So your father might have thought it was a good idea to put you on the same compound, you'll be safe. But in actuality, you was more in danger on that compound, because here on this compound is where your father, wreaked havoc upon these inmates, upon these convicts. So that what made him more in jeopardy. But I guess his father ain't see it like that. He thought, well, look, long as he on there, he gonna be safe. And they was dragging old boy, man. They was dragging. They was dragging old boy. I know some booty bandits that was at him, trying to do something to him, talking to him. And he was a scary dude, but he tried to talk tough, but he was a scary dude. Everybody know you talking tough because you got the police behind you. Everybody know that. It's no secret to nobody on the compound, because everybody on this compound who especially been on there for any significant amount of time, they know who your father is. You know what I'm saying? So I could remember he wasn't in the block with me, but if he was in the block with me, I wouldn't have did nothing to him neither, because I already know the count. I could see that. I'm not, you know what I'm saying, that naive. This ain't who you want to mess with, But some dudes don't care. They looking at it like, I could never do nothing to your father because he in administration. I know what I'm gonna get. I know the time I'm gonna get. I know I'm going to court. I know the brutal beating I'm gonna take if I touch him. That's the power that the administration got. Dudes know it's dire consequences if you ever put your hand on. But then you talking about his son that's in population. It would be it's a whole different ball game, man. And dudes ain't looking at it like that. You know what I'm saying? So I remember I was in the zone. I remember they called it 1033. They told everybody lock up, everybody lock up, lock up, lock up. That means there's something going on. But it ain't in our building. So why is they locking us up? Because they taking all the officers and they gonna respond to that call. And it was a dude down there, man, and he was brutalizing old boy. It was two of them. They was beating him. They caught him in the stairway, and they crushing them, the cameras and everything, pick it up, and the people call it cold. But it's old boy's son. And they beat that boy, man. They had to helicopter that joker up out of there, man. They had to helicopter him up out there. They brutalized him. Now, I don't know what it was for, because I'm not in that building, but, everybody's assuming it's because don't nobody like your dad, man. Your dad and carry dudes on this compound for so long, you know what I'm saying? Now, we got somebody we can touch, and we gonna touch him. We gonna send a message to him that what you did when you was here, ain't nobody appreciate. And that's what they did. They brutalized that boy, man. And I know a lot of people gonna feel a certain way about it, like he ain't deserve it because that's his dad. But that's just how penitentiary go. Penitentiary go like that. It's unforgiving. Won't nobody. He didn't have no mercy on nobody. So I guess they figured they won't have no mercy on him. Now, rumor is that when his son eventually came back and was in medical on the institution, They let this man come on the compound and come up in medical and see him and view him and talk to him and everything. Now, I don't know if that's against protocol or whatever because he worked there for so long. I guess he can come on the compound when he wants, even though he retired and he don't work there no more. But they say they seen him. Dudes say they seen him out the window on the compound. So he come out there and he go see his son. Man, hey, listen, the two dudes that beat him up, man, from what we heard, they went to the hospital because the police beat them up. You see what I'm saying? This how wicked this system is. I heard, now I don't know if it's true or not, but I heard from a CO, me, myself, CO told me that the captain was, when he came on the compound, he don't work there no more, man. That he was trying to get them to let him go to the segregation hole where the dudes that beat his son up, so and open the door so he could put some work in on. Now you tell me how foul that is, man. They didn't do it, but just the thought of it alone, that a civilian now, because you a civilian, you could come on the compound, go to somebody's cell, bring some COs with you, some shields, some Ninja Turtle mat, and go in there and beat some people up that did something to your son. Man, you gonna mess around and get your son killed, man. You know what I'm saying? If they would have let him do that and he would have did that and them dudes would have survived that and healed or whatever and went on and been able to put that word out to the population that that's what happened, man, you'll get your son killed, man. You would get your son murdered because of what you doing. What's happening to your son is because of what you already did, and now you trying to do more. You trying to cause more. You think that's gonna create some fear in some dudes that's locked up? They got 100 years, 200 years, 300. Man, them dudes don't care nothing about that. Life sentences under the new law ain't never going home. Man, them people don't care nothing. They're going to kill your son with what you doing. What's happening to your son came from what you doing and what you already did. And you putting, you piling on to that. So it was a crazy situation, man. But there was that karma that was coming back to him. And man, some of the COs that I was like, all right with, and they used to give me little, inside information. They were like, man, he was going home, and he was at home, even though he was retired. They said, man, he was going crazy. He was losing his mind. It ain't nothing he could do. You can't even come from unretired and come on that compound no more because your son on it. If you do and come on that compound, your son got to get transferred. You can't be on the same compound with your or somebody that's a relation to you. So it was to no avail for him, and they say he retired early because he didn't want to. Only reason he retired was because of that reason that I believe personally. Now I don't have confirmation of that. I want that to be known, but that's what I think. Just for me having insight and being able to look at the situation, you know what I'm saying? Because what's the chances of a captain working on a compound for almost 20 years, and then all of a sudden his son get locked up, and he retired, and his son come on that compound? Man, come on, man. That's them strings being pulled. You see what I'm saying? That's them strings being pulled. But it ain't helping. You know what I'm saying? He got brutalized, man. He got brutalized. He got busted up real bad. And like I say, far as I know, it ended up dudes was extorting. He was buying commissary for dudes every week, doing this, that, and the third, because he realized and came to the conclusion that my father can't protect me in here. He can't. No matter how much power he got, no matter how much loyalty he done gave to this system and this compound, he can't protect me because he's not on this yard with me. You understand? And the only way that he could get protection is from right there. And he started paying dues, man, and dudes started looking out for him, and that's what kept the weight up off of him. You know what I'm saying? That's what kept the weight up off of him. If it don't be for that, man, ain't no telling what he might have got, taken advantage of. You know what I'm saying? He might have got killed. He might have got hit up a couple of times, anything, all because of his father. You know what I'm saying? So that was a crazy, crazy situation, man. And I'm glad it wasn't in my block because I ain't want to be around. I ain't want nothing to do with it because, like I said, I heard the administration, man, like I say, man, every shift that came on, every sergeant that was on was known to check on him every day to make sure he was all right, per the captain, who don't even work there no more. You know what I'm saying? Check on him. Go by and say, you all right? You know what I'm saying? You good? You know what I'm saying? But like I say, he still got to be in the cell with somebody. He still got to walk the yard by himself. He still got to be in the block by himself. If something gonna go down, it's gonna go down anyway. They only gonna be able to deal with it after it had already happened. They're not gonna be able to stop it. You know what I'm saying? Unless he tell them, look, like, get me out of here, move me in another block, because they're gonna do this to me otherwise. That's the only way. You know what I'm saying? So his son, and he had some double-digit years. So, you know, I don't know. I ended up getting transferred off the compound. I don't know how his, you know, what was the conclusion with him, because I got gone, you know, and that wasn't my main focus. But I'm sure that if it was the way that I thought it was, where, you know, the administration was pulling strings because of his father, he ain't gonna never leave that compound. He gonna do his whole sentence on that compound, because that's the way they got it set up. You know what I'm saying? That's the way they got it set up, because they know that them people on that compound gonna look out for him due to their loyalty to his dad, to his pops. So, you know, but it don't ensure his safety, because just like I told y'all many times, ain't nobody safe in prison. Is no such thing. Not me, not him, not nobody, because it's unpredictable. Anything can happen at any time. And once it happens, it's going to be done, and it's going to be people that's going to be able to pick up the pieces and do what they do after. But no one's going to be able to stop what's going to happen to you in prison. What's going to happen to you in prison going to happen to you. The only person going to be able to stop that is you. You know, and he won't built like that to stop nothing from happening to him. You know, so yeah, but that was a crazy situation, man. But that was that was that karma that was coming back, man. Them chickens coming home to roost. You know, treat people the way you want to be treated, because you never know when you're gonna be in a different position and you're gonna need mercy. How can you expect mercy when you never gave any? I'm telling you, man, this captain would lock you up just for looking at him sideways. If he said something to him and you ain't even say nothing, if you just look at him like, he's, you ain't got nothing to say? Oh, you threatening me? Oh, what, you got something on you? Yeah, let me give me 2 officers then, and he'll lock you up. His word of mouth alone can get you locked up, get you crossed up, get you transferred. Just from his word alone, be it true or false. Just if he said, you gone. That's the power he had, and he enforced that power on dudes and made dudes feel the way they feel. And then you turn around and you got your family on the street, and you got your son, and he out there, he living reckless and do what he do, and then he end up in the same position of the people that you've been dragging for 20, 30 years. It's calm. It's just calm, man. You know what I'm saying? It's calm. So, you know, anyway, man, I just remember that situation. I wanted to share that with y'all. Y'all talk to me in the comments. I talk back. Let me know what y'all think. You know what I'm saying? Do you think that the dudes that was locked up was wrong for getting at him because they couldn't get at his pops? Do you think he deserved it? Whatever. Just let me know what you think. It, you know, it's just your opinion, because this happened. This actually happened. So it ain't nothing gonna change what already happened. So it already happened, but just, you know, curious to what y'all think. Do you think he deserved it? You know what I'm saying? Because he lived a privileged life out there on the street, and you know, your father probably was coming home, and he making a living off of what he doing to people in there, and you benefited from that. You benefited from that. So, you know, it is what it is. But anyway, y'all talk to me in the comments, man. I talk back. Big love, TBP Nation. Y'all stand up, be safe, be smart, make good decisions. And by all means, man, you know, duck them hooks, man. And treat people the way you want to be treated, man. You know, because if the karma don't come back to you, it may come back to someone you love, which would affect you. Peace. We out.
The banky special.
Yeah.
Pure deliciousness.
Pure deliciousness, man.
My name is Banky, man. Everybody calls me Banky. That's the name that I got from my grandmother when I was young.
I'm coming out here after 30 years. Yeah, I ain't got nothing, but I'm gonna have something because I'm rich in personality, you know, and I'm rich in love. My family love me, and that's really all that counts.